Miss Lydia.
Hello, Mystery, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Can we start our schedule today?
Sure, take your time.
Okay, thank you. Nice to meet you in the online meeting today, Miss Lydia. Here, I would like to present about Indonesian food. Before we continue the meeting, let me introduce myself first. My name is Triwahyuning Rahayu. I'm delighted to be here today to tell you about Indonesian food. This presentation consists of three sections. First, I'll start by talking about the main courses, then I'll focus on the desserts, and finally I'll end with the snacks. And this presentation will take about some minutes. There will be question and answer session after my presentation. Thus, if you have questions, please leave them until the end of the presentation. So let me begin this with a question. Have you ever tried all Indonesian food?
Of course, I have.
I bet you have ever done that because our country has a wide variety of foods. It's said that Indonesia has around 5,350 traditional recipes. Among the foods in this section, I'll be looking at some main courses. As we know, we Indonesians rarely have appetizers before eating the main dishes. We start our meal with main courses instead of appetizers. Okay, some famous Indonesian main dishes are sate, nasi goreng, rendang. Satay or satay is a meat skewer that is grilled over hot coals. It is served with a sauce and lontong or rice cake. There are numerous variations of satay in Indonesia. Some of them are sate Madura, sate Padang, sate Marangi, and others. Indonesia is even known for having the richest variation satay in the world. Next is nasi goreng or fried rice. Just like satay, there are also many variations of nasi goreng in our country. Common nasi goreng uses ketchup or sweet soy sauce to spice it. Nasi goreng is traditionally a breakfast dish that uses leftover rice from the previous day meal. In 2011, nasi goreng was in number 2 for CNN's world's 50 most delicious food. And the last Indonesian course dish is I'd like to talk about today is rendang. Rendang is an original dish from Padang, Indonesia. Rendang is a beef that is braised in coconut milk and spices for hours. The slow cooking method is the one that makes rendang so tender and rich with spices. Its tenderness and richness in flavor made rendang to be crowned as the number one dish on CNN's 2011 World's 50 Most Delicious Food. Now, let's move on to the next section, which is about Indonesian desserts. Okay. The same as the main courses, Indonesian desserts are also varied. I'll focus on two popular desserts, which are martabak manis and cendol. Let's talk about martabak manis first. Martabak manis or sweet martabak is bread like pancake. There are numerous toppings of martabak manis, but the most popular ones are sugar, meses, cheese, and peanuts. Martabak manis is served folded and cut to small squares that make the toppings getting inside the martabak manis instead of on the top. And the second dessert is cendol. Cendol is made out of green rice flour formed like jelly, creamy coconut milk, shaved ice, and palm sugar syrup. We can also add jackfruit, durian, red beans as the additional toppings of cendol. Cendol is served best in summer on when the weather is really hot along with snacks. So that's all I wanted to say about Indonesian food. In conclusion, not only our country is rich in culture, but also traditional foods. In this presentation, I only mentioned a few Indonesian foods, but in reality, we have thousands of kind traditional foods. Now I'll be pleased to answer question if you have them, Miss Lydia.
Mm, okay, thank you for Mr. D for the presentation about Indonesian food. So I would like to know what is the special things from your product?
Our restaurant using the modern style, but we don't lose the traditional value in our recipes. So the culinary business is one of the promised business. If you are interested to invest in our restaurant, which provides Indonesian culinary, I assure you are in luck.
Okay, I have some advice for you. That's about rendang. I think rendang is you must take it to be the favorite one, most favorite dishes. And then I like to you add some dessert, Indonesian most favorite dessert. I think yeah, that's all. So I hope so. I think it's enough. I would like to will contact you from my secretary.
Okay, if there's no more question, I'd like to end my talk here. Thank you so much for coming and for listening to my presentation. We will wait, Miss. Thank you so much in advance, Miss. See you, Miss.
Thank you. See you.